please forgive me for being just a little late today because I literally had some errands to run at the last minute. I had to look out for some of my people. They needed me to do something for them, and it was kind of last minute, and it's raining, and I finally got home. But I'm here, I'm here. And I really do apologize for being late because one of the things that I'm definitely priding myself on is doing what I said I was going to do, honoring what I said, honoring what I said, honoring what I said. So I'm operating in integrity in my own life, right? I am here. I am streaming on 3 different platforms at one time. I cannot and I will not be able to see the comments that are coming up on FB. So listen, hey, I see y'all watching. Say hello, say hello, say hello, say hello. Yes, let me invite my friends to the live. Let me invite them to the live. Let me invite them. Let them come on up in here. Tonight we're going to be talking about compatibility versus compatibility versus chemistry. Let's talk about it. Okay, that's what I want to talk about tonight. I want to talk about it because I think that sometimes, I did a live earlier, and I was on my way. I was in the street actually, and I was on my way out, so I had some business to take care of, and I realized that a lot of people get caught up, and they don't look for the signals that can tell them whether or not that person is really for them. And I don't know why people are getting caught up. Hey, Anna, I see you. I see you, Siobhan. Hi, how are you? How are you? Y'all share this live out, share it out. It's going down tonight. It's going down tonight. I'm excited that you all are here and that you all are joining me. I was supposed to be on at 7. I'm just getting on. Y'all once again forgive me because I said that I would be on at 7. It just didn't work out like that. So let me do this. Let me start here. What city and state are you chiming in from? Are you watching from? Hey, Tanya, I see you, baby. How are you? How are you, Tanya? Yes. Yeah. So I'm here. I'm just running a little late. I apologize, y'all. I'm trying to be integrous. If I say I'm going to do a thing, I'm trying to do the thing like I'm supposed to do the thing. I think that's what makes everything work, right? So tonight we're talking about chemistry versus compatibility. Once again, my name is Kim Love Jones. I'm a certified relationship coach. I have been coaching for about 15 years. I am not new to this. I am true to this. I'm just new to this platform over here, TikTok. And so because of that, I'm trying to learn it, trying to get my schedule down and do all the things, right? But I appreciate y'all chiming in and watching. What city and state are you watching from? If you're new, please tell me if you're new or not. If you're new to my platform, if you're new to my page. Hey, I see y'all watching over there on FB. Say hello, say hello. I am streaming on 3 different platforms. I haven't been on my other platforms because I've been so focused on TikTok that I kind of left the other platforms a little bit alone. But I'm here, and we're going to talk about chemistry versus compatibility tonight. If you are streaming from if you're watching me from another platform, I will not be able to see the comments because of the way I have to be on my computer and on my phone. So I won't be able to see it like that. But yeah. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. Thank you for chiming in. Yes. Thank you for the daily heartbeat. I see you, Annette. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you for joining me tonight. Yeah, it's going all the way down. It is going all the way down tonight. Last night was fire, and tonight I really hope that you guys get something from this. Hello. Yes, I'm praying that you all get what you need to get from this, right? So I wanted to start here. I did a live earlier, and I was talking about when you know that somebody is for you. I was talking about the fact that there are times when you meet someone and they seem nice, but your central nervous system is not together. You don't feel good. You don't really feel good about it. And so when when men are talking about women should submit and they want a woman who submits and all of this stuff, it came to my attention that the part of the reason why women don't submit is usually because they're not comfortable in a situation with the man that they're in, right? They're not comfortable in that situation with that particular man, right? But the other part of it is that it doesn't work for men either. If men are not comfortable, if they don't feel good, if they're not trusting you, trusting the situation, they are not going to submit to you either. Hey, hi Anthony, I see you from Virginia. Okay, I see you. I see you. How you doing? Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, if y'all new, say that y'all new to my platform. Say that y'all new. Um, and so that I can, welcome you properly if you new. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Y'all, I am having you new Chris. Oh, okay, welcome. Welcome, Chris. Welcome. Yes. What city and state are you chiming in from, Chris? Hey, said, I see you. How you doing? You doing okay? Yeah, talk to me. What city and state, Chris? I really want to dive into this topic, but I'm gonna give it from Chicago. Okay, but you live in Michigan. My son lives in Michigan. My son lives in Michigan. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. It's beautiful out there. He lives close to like the Great Lakes, though, right? So yeah, it's really nice over there. I like it, but it's too cold. I can't rock with that in the wintertime. I can't. Even though I live in New York, I live in New York, so it get cold, but it's not as cold as it is by those Great Lakes. Benton Harbor, Michigan. Okay. Okay, that's nice. That is so nice. All right, then we got Michigan in the building. Michigan is all the way in the building. Michigan is in the building. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all, I want to be kind because I'm literally streaming on 3 different platforms. And I wanted to, like, I know it's a different culture where you guys are versus the other platforms. So I want to kind of like dive into this. Why people are not having health. Thank you for the daily heartbeat, Chris. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Yeah, you became number 45. Number 45. Yes, on the team. Yes. I love that. I absolutely love that. So yeah, so I want to dive into this. I really want to dive into this because I think that it's so important for us to understand what chemistry is and how chemistry plays such a big part. Because when you initially meet somebody and you're all excited about meeting them, y'all, if I'm freezing, could y'all let me know? Do you? Thank you, Chris. Thank you. I appreciate that. Right. And you know how when you first meet someone, you're really excited to meet them and you think everything is so amazing and so dope. And you're looking forward to seeing them. You're looking forward to meeting up with them again. You could have met them in the supermarket. I could have exchanged phone numbers. They're interested in you. You're interested in them. You think they're beautiful. They think you're handsome. It doesn't matter who approached you first or what happened or how you met, but you really digging them. You digging how they look because met them in person. You're digging how they vibing. You feel their energy. Everything feels wonderful and amazing. So earlier today, I did a video. I did a reel, and the reel was about whether or not. Oh Lord, how did I forget what I did the reel about? I play too much. I did the reel on y'all give me 1 second. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know why it just escaped me. Just left my head just that quick. It just left my head just that quick. Hey Hattie, hey Nurse Dan, I see y'all. I see y'all. Yeah, so I literally hold on, my computer is crazy right now. Let me share this in my group. Let me share it in my group. I'm gonna share it in my group. I'm doing like 59 million things at one time. I'm gonna need a moderator for real. I'm gonna need somebody to help me to do all of the things that I'm doing right now. I feel kind of bad because now that I'm out here in these TikTok streets, I struggle with making time to do lives on other platforms. Hey Taj, I see you. How you doing, baby? How are you? Yeah. Okay. So the question is, are you struggling with submission? I did a reel about that. around struggling with submission, right? And one of the things that I said in the reel was that the reason why we struggle with submission is because we really don't trust that the other person is going to treat us right, do us right. But there's something wrong if you're struggling to submit with the person that you say that you want to be in a relationship with. And so I know that we get confused sometimes, and we will believe that we're gonna have this like awesome and amazing relationship. It's chemistry. We got the right chemistry. We're gonna be amazing. But if a person doesn't feel safe, you're never gonna get submission. And if you feel like you can't trust a person, my question is, why are you with them? So I am a relationship coach, and I'm helping men and women heal, right? And work through whatever it is that they need to work through, right? But the other part of that is what's going on inside of us. And what I do as a relationship coach is I ask some pertinent questions, because I want you to ask yourself these questions when you have some downtime, when you're thinking about it. If you're not in a relationship, or if your relationship isn't healthy, why is it that your relationship is not the way that you need it to be? Right? So I think that we have to kind of ask ourselves these questions, because I really believe that we don't ask ourselves enough of these questions. And because we don't ask ourselves these questions, we run into problems. Right? So I ask questions here on this platform because I want them to be, as I ask them, I want you to take a moment, write them down, and then I want you to answer them. Right? And so it's amazing, because the reason why we get involved, or I shouldn't say the reason why we get involved, but we get involved with people and we don't trust them. And I just be wondering in my head, these are questions that I ask, like, how are you in a relationship with somebody you don't trust? Because submission is truly about that. That's what submission is really all about. Right? If thank you. I appreciate that, Chris. Thank you. Like, if you're gonna be in a relationship with somebody, how you not gonna trust them? Or maybe you just don't trust anybody. Because I promise that, I know women say this all the time. I don't know if men ever say this, but women say this all the time. Well, what if he asked me to jump off the Brooklyn Bridge? I'm supposed to submit to him? And my question is always, my comeback question is, why would you be with somebody that would ask you to jump off of a bridge? We really, in a real way, we have to be honest about where we are. Is it them, or is it you? Is it the fact that you don't believe anybody is trustworthy, or is it that they're legit not trustworthy? Because we have to ask ourselves how it is that we got into a relationship with someone, right? Or want to be in a relationship with somebody, but you don't trust anybody. We have to think about that, right? And I think part of the reason why we do that is because we keep confusing chemistry with compatibility. I think we need to think about that. Why do we do that? Let's dig a little deeper. Let's dig a little deeper. I think that this is important. Hi, I see you watching. Say hello, say hello. Say hello, say hello, say hello. Right? When you first meet somebody, everything seems like it's amazing. Sometimes there's an instant connection. You feel like you've known them for your entire life. You almost can finish each other's sentences, right? And the truth of the matter is if you feel like that, right? Let me take this Bluetooth out my ear. If you feel like that, it must be because the chemistry is so strong. Because you feel like you've known them all your life. You feel like y'all could take the world by storm. Sometimes you envision being with them for long term, because there is such a deep connection, because there's chemistry, because you could feel it, and it's something different, and it's something about this particular person that like kind of sets you off and puts you over the top and makes you feel good and all of this other stuff, right? You have to ask yourself, what is that really? What is that really? Because I promise you that gets a lot of us into a whole bunch of trouble. I'm so serious. when we be tripping off of the chemistry, we be like, oh my God, because I just feel them because it's so. I'm talking about the women. Oh my God, he's so dope, he's so dope. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that men act like that, but I know women do, right? Oh God, and you immediately feel like it must be love. It must be love because you just feel this particular way about them. Chemistry is not a green flag by itself, and I want you to understand that. When you have great chemistry, that doesn't mean it's go, just take off and start running. It doesn't mean that. Not at all. Right? I see y'all watching. Say hello. Say hello. Right? Hey Scott, I see you. How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah. So like we think if we have good chemistry that it's an automatic green flag. It means go. It means let your hair down. It means let's get it. Hey Jen, I see you, baby. How are you? Like let's just get it. Like let's go. Like everything is good. We got sparks, everything is great, right? It don't necessarily mean that. It doesn't necessarily mean that. Chemistry, even with the wrong person, can feel like home because chaos was your first home. And if in fact chaos was your first home, if chaos has been where you have lived and you meet somebody and they just seem so right, you got to pay attention to whether or not that is actually chemistry or you just feeling safe because it's different or it appears to be different, right? Because a lot of times we don't understand that we are attracted to people because of what is familiar in them from our past. We don't often realize that there's something special about them, but what is that something that is special about them? Let me start my flash goal. 3 gifters, donuts. In the next 15 minutes, y'all, I need 3 different people to gift me a donut in the next 15 minutes. Because a lot of times we don't understand what we're feeling in the initial when we first meet people. Like you feel attracted, you feel drawn to them, but what exactly is it that you're drawn to? You need to be in alignment with whatever that is, right? I love this topic. Hey Chanel, I see you, baby. Right? You need to be in alignment with what it is that you need and you want. Because can I tell you something? People will look at you, and I really mean this. People will look at you and they will see something in you, and it'll feel like you're home for them. But you know what they see? They may see the dysfunction from their past. And I'm being honest. Hey, Coley Cole, I see you, my baby. I love you. They may see the dysfunction from your past. You might remind them of what their aunt was like, or their mom was like, or their cousin was like. And if they haven't done the work to get to heal themselves, thank you, Abriana. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Right? And so they're drawn to you because you feel like home to them because of the difficulty that they had in their lives from before. Do you get what I'm saying? It is vitally important that you do a check-in with yourself. What is it? We cannot get so caught up because the sparks are flying that we lose sight of what it is that we stand on and we stand in. Because that's how we keep finding ourselves in relationships that do not speak to who we are, what we want, or what we need. Right? So once we have the clarity around that and you meet somebody, you're like, oh my God, he is it, she is it. Oh my God, she fine, he fine, and all the things. Sometimes you lose sight of your boundaries. You lose sight of everything because it feels good because they feel like home. Hey, Dr. Yolanda, I see you watching, my love. I see you. I see you, sweetie. Thank you for watching. Hey, cousin. I see you. I see you, cousin. I'm on 3 different platforms, so I'm doing it all at once because I want to save my live to my YouTube. That's what I'm doing. I'm streaming live to my YT and my FB and I'm doing what I got to do, right? And I'm here, so because I need the whole thing, so I can, do what I need to do with it, right? So I'm on three different platforms, but I'm here, right? And I want people to understand that, you have to still be, even when you meet somebody and you think that they are dope, like they super dope, like you've never met anybody like this before in your life. Sometimes they're coming in your life to test, to see if you're standing 10 toes down in what you said you wanted for your life. And this is why you have to really truly want it to be, if you're not in line or in tune with what you said you wanted. And it's important that you understand that. Listen, let me look at the comments. Oh my God, I need this. Okay. Absolutely. This was right on time. I love the stud vibe you gave in. The what? The what? The stud vibe. Baby, I no. Yeah, y'all play too much. Like, don't do that. Cause I ain't her. Oh my God. I don't even know what that means really, but I'm gonna let that sit right there because I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. But you understand what I'm saying? So you have to really understand. You have to really truly understand where you are before you start getting excited about this whole chemistry piece. You have to figure out like what it is. I talk to my family all the time, and one of my nephews who live down south, right? He literally married his mother. Like not literally, but figuratively. The woman that he met and he married was like just like his mother. And I always say that because when I met his wife, and I went for the wedding and everything, and I met his wife, I said, "Wow, she acts just like his mother." Right? I want to be clear, and I'm telling you what I'm telling you for a reason, because it's what we recognize that's familiar. And if you don't know if that's a toxic familiar trait, if you are not paying attention to that, then every time you turn around, you will continue to run aground into the same things. So you should always be paying attention to what people are doing and saying, right? Behaviors, what is attracting them to you? I mean, what attracts you to them? What is it? Do they remind you of somebody? And sometimes, no, they don't look like the person, but behavior wise. Because you know how people breadcrumb you, or no, I'm sorry, how they love bomb you. They love bomb you when you first meet them. It's, oh, I just love you. I just love you. Oh, you're so dope and you're amazing. And and then they come around all the time, and they always come to your house, and they always visiting you. They always helping you. And then they slowly start to back up off of you. What you say, pay attention and stay woke. That's what I'm talking about. Pay attention. No matter what. Hi, Donna Sue, I see you. How are you? I see you come flying in here. Right? I see you flying in here. So yeah, so the idea is you got to ask yourself some questions. You got to sit back. You got to watch. You got to pay attention to what you're feeling. You got to pay attention to what's really truly going on inside of you. Right? Because otherwise you'll get jacked up. You'll get caught up in the matrix, and then, oh my God, you jacked up, and you don't want that for your life. That's why it's so important to understand the difference between chemistry and genuine connection, right? Unhealed wounds attract familiar patterns. The reason why I get on here and I'm talking about this healing piece over and over and over again is because everybody wants a healthy, happy relationship. Well, most people, not everybody, let's be clear. If you're going to be in a relationship, though, you want it to be healthy, correct? But you can't get to healthy until you heal. You know that there's people that are out here who are afraid to be in relationships, and and they want one, but they're afraid of the responsibility of a good relationship. They're afraid to put themselves out there because the last time they got hurt. And every time they meet somebody, it seems like it's the same somebody, just in a different body. And so a lot of times people get very upset, they get frustrated. Um, like, I'm not doing this no more. I'm tapping out. I'm tired. But the reason why I do what I do and I stop just talking about healthy relationships and getting in a relationship, I stop talking about that because I know one thing for sure: we need to heal. Because if we're going to get to where it is that we really truly want to be, healing is our portion. That's what we need. It's no more like we're getting too old, right? If you really want to be in a relationship, we're getting too old to keep saying these people out here ain't no good and you haven't done any introspection within yourself. Now, I realize that everybody is not for you. I realize that everybody is not going to be perfect for you. But there is someone who could be perfect for you if and in fact you put yourself out there. If and in fact you healed and became a better version of yourself. When you begin to lean in to a better version of yourself, you attract a different type of person. You can begin to trust yourself again. You can begin to trust your decisions when you begin to heal. When you begin to heal, you get clarity, so you make different choices. Your choices are not rooted in pain, frustration, a lack of esteem. Now, your choices are made in your mind. The decisions that you make are rooted in power, confidence, believing in yourself, boundaries, and understanding that the boundaries that you set are for the betterment of the relationship. When you begin to understand that, hey, Benny, I see you. How are you? I'm sorry. Right? Hi, Drea, I see you. Yeah. So now, if and in fact you want healthy and you want happy, then there are some things that you're going to do that are going to be different. And they won't be any different than your last decision if you don't do the work that you need to do in order to heal yourself to get to your power. And all I do as a relationship coach is help you to expedite the process by asking you some hard questions. I think I'm looking for a woman who has personality traits from my previous relationship. Are you saying you want one, or you've been, or so what was wrong with your previous relationship? Benny, talk to me. Talk to me, Benny. Benny, you play too much. Benny, talk to me. I'm trying. Wait, what? Help me to understand what you just said, Benny, because I'm trying to understand that. I think I'm looking for a woman who has personality traits from my previous relationships. Is it good? Was it good? Because why is it previous relationship and not your current relationship? Like, it was good? Talk to me. Hey, Heartsome, I see you. I see you, baby. How are you? Y'all don't forget to get your daily heart meat. Don't forget to get it. Don't forget to get it. Right? So listen. The question is, hold on 1 second, y'all. The question is, do you realize, hey, Wayne, I see you, baby. I see you. How are you? When you do what you've already done, you will get what you've already got. There you go, Wayne. That's the truth, baby. That is the absolute truth. Yeah. So if unhealed wounds attract familiar patterns, then what do you think we got to do next? Right? Can I tell y'all something? I'm going to share this with y'all. Like, once I started studying quantum physics, or I might name it something else, but it is quantum physics, just for the simplicity of it. When I started to research and read up on and understand how the body works, And I began to think about DNA. And I began to think that the DNA remembers, like the DNA that you have in your body, you're remembering. It remembers what your grandmother, your great grandmother, your grandfather, your great grandfather, your DNA remembers trauma, right? And I'm going to be honest. Oh, work backwards, reverse engineer. You better say so, Dr. Yolanda. Okay. And the reason why I'm going here, I got to read these comments. Y'all coming through with these comments. I think I'm looking for them. Okay. All right. Confidence. Living the life, loving the live here, off the topic, but the gold lip. Everybody loves my gold lipstick. Everybody. I need one more person to give me a donut. I got 1 minute and 31 seconds. I need, hey, exquisite. I see you, baby. I see you. I see you, baby. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm missing something. Yes, thank you. I made my flash go. Thank you. They don't come up here and give me a flash go. Work backwards. Nope. I fall in love. Their personalities. Now I feel like I want the same woman. Got you. I got you. I got you. I understand. The reason why I think it's so important, and I started to talk about DNA and I started to talk about trauma, right? And what things are being passed down from generation to us. Behaviors, the way that we view things, the way that we think about things, fears, right? I can go on and on about that. Like even the way that you talk, your tonation in your voice. It's like your mother. If you're in the room, some people may not be able to tell if it's you or your mother talking, right? Because there's so many things that are familiar, and the DNA remembers, and it's meant to remember. The reason why I'm talking about this is because sometimes the stuff that we are holding on to, sometimes the things that feel familiar, we don't even know where they came from, because quite literally they were passed down from generation to generation. Quite literally. Like when you think about if you were a kid and you kept hearing them say, oh, they bad. You then grew up and you start calling all the little kids, they bad. It is in the DNA of the kid. And really, to be honest, there's a lot of things that our parents and grandparents and great grandparents did to protect us. So they tried to make everybody else think that we were bad, we were not worthy. They said things about us in front of other people because they didn't want other people to take us away from them. So they never wanted to play us up as if we were something great, or that we were so wise and we were so smart and we were brilliant. So they said things that would make people look down on us. And I'm talking about going back here to slavery. I'm not talking about in the current day, but even that has been passed down from generation to generation to generation. And I don't think that we always quite understand how it affects our decisions right now today, how we feel about ourselves. And that stuff still needs to be healed. So when you talk about a familiar spirit, you can meet someone who on the onset will love bomb you and tell you how amazing and beautiful you are. And it'll seem different because you've never had anybody speak to you in that way. And y'all share this video. I'll share it out because I'm going to go in tonight. I could feel it coming up now. I could feel it. Hey, Brittany, that's what I went through, and it drains me. Yes. And you love bomb, but then what's happening behind the scenes is that they really don't think that much of you. They just want to build up your confidence. They want to get you comfortable. They don't really have any real plans for you. They really don't want the relationship with you. And so we can get involved and think, oh my God, the sparks are flying. They love me. They care about me. Oh my God, they so dope. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, he took my breath away. He dot, 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 dot. Right? She dope, she's beautiful, and she knows how to hold, she knows which fork is a salad fork versus the regular entree fork. Yo, I'm watching her. She got it going on. She got it together. And you get caught up. And most of the time, the reason why we go through the things that we go through, and this is real talk, is because the DNA remembers, and this seems different. But if you don't pump the brakes and take a real good look at who the person is, what type of person, what's their character all about, do they really have integrity? If you don't fall back and pay attention just a smidgen about what's going on and who the person legit really is, you can get caught up in some shenanigans that you don't really want, right? So there was this story I had heard about, right? And I think I talked about this on a live a little bit ago, about a week or so ago, about this lady who met this guy. He was romancing her, whining her, dining her, doing all the things. They got pictures, they got all the things going on. She posted up, this is her new boo, blah, 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 right? She gets pregnant. And she tells him, because they was bumping uglies. So she gets pregnant, she tells him, and he ghosts her. And she was like, okay, I'll just have a baby and do my thing and raise a child. So she lost her job. So I guess she had to get services or something. And then she went down and she told him, well, this is his name. It wasn't even a guy's name. Come to find out, she did some more research. She looked around. She did all these things. I'm gonna come back to the comments, y'all. Give me a second. And turns out that, that wasn't even his real name. And she also found out that he was a predator. She never met his family. She had never met his friends. She was enjoying him. He was enjoying her. And things just happened and it went left. And I heard all about this because part of the issue, part of the problem, right? Part of the problem with all of this is that she didn't take her time to vet that brother. She didn't take her time to get to know him. What she did was she got caught up. She found out he didn't have good character or integrity, but she didn't know that at the time. She didn't take her time to do the thing that she needed to do. She got caught up because he was cute, and she's showing the pictures all over in a video. I saw the reel, and I was like, oh my god, I was like, oh my god. But it can happen to the best of us if we don't pay attention. And I'm not saying that we would get involved with a predator, but I'm telling you that you can get involved with somebody and not know really anything about them, and they could be good to you at the onset. And if you're not careful, if you don't have clarity about what you want and what you need, you're always going to find yourself falling into a problem, getting caught up. Because it was such a connection. Oh, he was fine, girl. No, she was banging body, everything. And it turns out that, come on, stop it. Willie, I see you, baby. How are you? I am so glad to see you here. Yes, I am. I'm glad to see you here. I haven't been live on this platform in a while, but I'm here tonight. I said, let me rock out. Let me rock out everywhere tonight. Let me rock out everywhere, right? The fire that you're feeling may not be passion at all, but it may be your central nervous system trying to send you a warning, and you're mistaking it for being something else. And I'm kind of laughing about that, but I am so serious. You get the butterflies in your stomach, and you got butterflies, and you think, oh my God, I just feel like that, because you're looking at what you see in the natural, and you're not dealing with anything in the spirit realm when you can really see their energy, pay attention to what they're saying and what they're not saying, because it's important to hear what they're not saying too. So you have to cultivate a skill set that listens, right? And I think everybody needs to cultivate that skill. Like, that's why we got 2 ears, right? Like, pay attention. He screamed all the time and he scared you, Brittany. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you for the follow, Shirley. I'm new here, and this is so true. Hey, Sugar. Thank you for joining us, Kaish. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, my central nervous system is shot. Exactly. 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 You got caught up, Brittany. But Brittany, like, don't, Sugar. Let me tell you something. Don't feel bad because we all got caught up. Kai, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Magnificent Mo. Hey, baby. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of my life. Thank you for being a part of my life. Now, I don't know if y'all understand the heart me, the daily heart me, but y'all need to get it. Y'all are posting, y'all are commenting. Get your daily heart me. Go ahead and go up to the little heart at the top where it says 46. Click on that. Get your daily heart meet. Y'all been making comments. Y'all been doing y'all thing. People is up on here. It's 40 people on here. Like, everybody get your daily heart me for today. Y'all been commenting and y'all been watching. So let's get it. Let's go ahead on and do it. Right? Right? Let's do that. We do not want, just because, you got a little adrenaline and you got butterflies and you feel, your central nervous system could be having a problem. You know what I'm saying? It could be warning you and you think, oh my God, they so cute. Oh my God, they just called me for the knife time today. Come to find out they stalkers. Like, you know, you know, oh, okay, you at your limit to follow. Okay, that's all right. You can follow me tomorrow. You got 24 hours to do it. You can follow me tomorrow. Kim Love Jones, right? Here's the thing that I want you to understand. Compatibility is peaceful. It's not painful. Compatibility is peaceful. It is not painful. Last night I talked about chaos. I forget what else I said, Lord Jesus, because my days are running into one another. I'm going live every day, right? But when you're compatible with someone, it's very peaceful. Like, I don't know if any of you have ever rode in the car with somebody that you were really smitten by and you really liked them. And you guys have been talking, but now y'all just riding in the car. Y'all on the parkway. Y'all listening to music. And you could not say a word and be in your glory because you're with them. Like, you don't need to speak because no words need to be spoken. You ever been around somebody where you just feel like you're so at peace with them and you know you're compatible. You know you're compatible because you're at peace with them. You feel peaceful in their presence. You feel safe. You feel like it couldn't be better. And you're not doing anything. You're not doing anything fancy. You're not going to a restaurant. You're just driving in the car in the parkway. You may go and, pick up something, whatever, right? Just taking a ride. That's what a compatible relationship should feel like. It should feel like you're compatible with them, right? And you can't, because the chemistry feels like, it feels like a buildup. It feels like, oh my God, and it's nice, but I'm trying to get you to see that there are contrasting things. Thank you for the daily heart, me baby. Thank you, Mahogany. I see you, sis. I see you. Thank you for being here again. I see you. I love it. I love it. I love it. Compatibility means that your values align, right? That's what it means. It means communication is consistent. Right. Thank you for the hand heart. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you giving me my first one tonight. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Right. It means feeling safe to be your full, authentic self. That's what compatibility means. Like, you don't have to hide any parts of you. You feel good about who you are. You feel good about the relationship. They are consistently showing up. They're being transparent. They're not waiting for you to ask them anything. They're telling you because they want you to know, right? There's a huge difference between chemistry and compatibility. So if we, thank you for the follow, baby. Thank you. So if we understand feeling safe to be your full authentic self, yes. Yes. That's what compatibility looks like. It's so peaceful over there. It's peaceful in compatibility. It's like I just feel like laughing loud and watching a comedy. And you know how you laughing so hard, like you could cry, like you crying laughing, and it's so dope, and you feel it so good, and you like, oh my god, and you could be silly, and or for me, I'm a cartoon head. I love cartoons. I like just sitting around watching cartoons. Like that is so dope to me. And it doesn't need to be a whole bunch of fanfare as long as we are together. As long as we are vibing, as long as we are in alignment, because that's what compatibility looks like, right? You know how you meet somebody and they say, I'm not really into you, right? Or not they don't ever say that. I'm sorry, my bad. That's it. That's the other side of it. You know how you meet somebody and that person is, they say to you, I'm not sure what I want right now. I want, I don't know that I'm looking for a relationship. I'm just chilling. One of my homeboys used to say, I'm not trying to domesticate you. I'm just trying to celebrate you. And I said, you're so corny. But what you're saying is, I'll go out with you, but I don't want to build anything with you. Is that what you're saying to women out here? And he's like, no, no, no. I said, no, that's what you're saying. When you say I don't want to domesticate you, I don't want to wife you. Listen, I just want to celebrate you. I want to do all the things, all that fun stuff, but I don't want to build anything with you. That's what you're saying. No, 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 Kimmy. I said, no, no, no. I'm not slow. I got you. I got you the first time you said it. When you said it, when you say that to women, that's what I told him. I said, that's what you're saying. You good for a good time, but you ain't gonna be around for a long time. You get what I'm saying? So when people kind of show you that part of who they are, it's like for women especially, what women try to do is, not all the time, but a lot of the time, try to do the things that they think that the man would want them to do in order that the man would choose them. Right? So if a woman is not sure about herself, where she is and what she wants for her life, what she'll tend to do, hey, New Dawn, I see you, is she'll try to just do the most for the brother to make the brother like her, to make the brother think more of her, so that he would pick her. Hey, Tony, I see you, baby. I'm finally looking over here. I'm on 3 different platforms, sis. I'm on 3 different platforms, right? Hey, Steeler, I see you. How you doing, baby? Hey, a good time, but not a long time. Hello. Hello, Dr. Yolanda. You see what I'm saying? A good time, not a long time. Because that's what they're saying. Like I'm not looking for anything right now. I just want to hang out, have some fun, have a few laughs. I just want to do that. And then there are some women who believe, I know you do. I know you blessed. You better say so. Right? A lot of women believe like, if I'm so good, he'll choose me. No, if he wanted to choose you, he wouldn't have ever said that to you. He's not that into you. And he's being straight up and he's telling you, like, y'all done went out on a couple of dates. You talked about, what you both want. You talked about what you're looking for. And his response and reaction to you is, I'm not that into you. Right? Like, that's really what he's saying at the end of the day. No, I just want to kick it. I just want to be cool. I just want to chill. I just want to, no, sir. And women have to understand that right there. And I've said this like almost every night I've gone live. Listen to me. That is signing a waiver to say anything that happens from this point on, if you should stay, if you stay, that means you agree. And anything that happens from this point on, you are on your own. Do not get your feelings involved, because if you do, I'm not responsible for how you feel, because I've already been open and honest with you, and I've already told you what I wanted and what I didn't want. So stay if you will, but it's going to end bad. Because he's warning you in advance. If you get your neck broke on this roller coaster ride, I don't know what to tell you. Right? Because literally, that is what's happening. Right? So let's be clear. But what some people will do, and I needed to say all of that to say this, is there will be like this push-pull dynamic in the relationship. They'll give you just enough to keep you hoping, right? But not enough to keep you secure. It'll turn into manipulation. It's not love. And women do this to men as well. This is not just what happens to women. It happens to men as well. But when things happen to men, they don't process it and they don't talk about it. They work it out in their own head amongst their friends, and they have a whole different conversation about it. All she wanted was my money, right? You know what I mean? That's how it renders in the manosphere. If you're always questioning where you stand, that's emotional chaos, not connection. If your spark dies every time you set boundaries, that's a red flag. Yeah. Hey, you can't build your foundation on saying that. Say so. Hey, you can't build your foundation on saying exactly. Exactly. The person has got to be in alignment with you. They got to want the same things that you want. It can't just be the shenanigans that we got going on. Okay, wait a minute. Willie says women be saying ain't nothing but rent. So the guy say, I'm not looking for a home. So let's not have a lonely day. Willie, that is hilarious. You are funny. You are funny. It's emotional chaos. That's what it is. It's emotional chaos. And a lot of people don't understand that that's what it really turns into. That's what it turns into. Because if they're not committing one way or the other for a man or a woman, because women really do. I have to say this because I think that because I'm female, I have to express it so men understand that I'm an equal opportunity relationship coach. Everybody can get it. And I mean that in the best possible way. Because I'm not on one side or the other. I'm on the side of what is right. I am on the side of what is right. That's what I'm on the side of. And I've seen men get strung along. And the woman is like, oh, I need this. Oh, I need that. And oh, she going to give him just enough to make him think that she going, and it don't work. Hey, pretty girl. I see you. I see you, pretty girl. How are you, my love? How are you? Right? And it's funny. Sometimes we be thinking that, if we're going to be in a healthy love or whatever, right? Like if we're going to get into a relationship and we think healthy love is always supposed to be exciting. And that's not true. Hey, Bobby Z, I see you come flying in here. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. My daughter did this account and she was 8. Oh, my God. Oh, so she put pet. Oh, you know what? That's okay. Right. It takes work, right? But healthy relationships may seem like they're boring. They may not seem like there's anything much going on at all, right? Might just be like, okay, let's go to dinner. Y'all both like to read books, so y'all read books together, And it might be kind of boring. It's not like adventurous, like y'all getting up and something crazy is going on all the time. No, healthy love can sometimes look boring at first. And that's okay. Because boring looks like stability. Sometimes. It could feel unfamiliar if you're always in like survival mode. But when you think about it, stability It's where it's at. So if you're a little bored or feeling a particular way, you're like, maybe they a little. That might be the best person for you because they're not all over the place, and especially when you're used to just surviving in relationships, right? You have a very healthy love. I know that's right. I know that's right. Hey, Q, Qdom, Queendom. Oh, I love your name. Okay, I see it now. I see it. Yeah, I'm slow. I'm a little slow, Jack. Don't pay me no attention. I'm like, what is that? Queendom. I love that name. I love that name. Right. So sometimes people mistake it because it's a little boring and you're not, running around all over town and doing all the fly stuff because you're just getting to know each other. And that's quiet. It doesn't have to be loud, right? Hey, kitty cat, I see you, girl. How you doing? I'm so glad you're back again today. I'm so glad you're back again today. Solid foundation. Yes. Yes, Steelers. Yes. Let me see what Willie's talking about. Women be, oh, okay. I see your comment, Willie. I see your comment. I see you. Yeah. And here's the truth. Sometimes boring is really good. Boring is good. I like boring. I like quiet. I like the long rides in the car and not really talking about nothing, but just jamming the music. And don't have to be like the latest hip hop. It could be jazz. Just relaxing and enjoying each other. Just being in each other's presence and in each other's company. So we get caught up in the chemistry and the adrenaline rush and the butterflies and right. Give me a boring Boaz. Hello, somebody. Boring is good. I like boring, but I also think like we need to be doing something. Like we gotta do something. We don't have to do nothing crazy. We just need to do something. Like I like to go on vacations. Like just and it don't even have to be a vacay like Puerto Rico or Bora Bora vacay. It could be let's go away for the weekend to Ocean City. Let's go away for a weekend. Let's fly away to Fort Lauderdale, right? And we'll be back on Monday. Thank you for the follow, Blue. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, because I like a little, like let's go out. Let's go to a restaurant where they got a DJ that's fire. Let's ask around. So understand what I'm saying. Thank you for the follow, Kenny. That's me. I look at her and oh, Steeler, I love that. I love that for you. I love that for you. I love the fact that you look at your wife and you melt. I love that. I love that for your relationship. And so when people say it don't exist, you can tell them that's a lie. It does exist. Yeah, is it Memorial Day? Wait, y'all play too much. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I didn't know. I've been so busy, I didn't even know it was Memorial Day. That's crazy. Memorial Day weekend is coming up. That is absolutely nuts, right? I love that. I love that people, and I try to tell people this all the time because we so used to seeing the negative. Even when somebody tells you you have a good relationship, people don't believe you. They don't. They don't. Most people don't believe it is possible. And I was sharing with y'all last night. I've tasted love. I've seen love. Love. Listen, I've seen love show up and show out for me. So now that I have had and I've seen like what love looks like, it changed the entire dynamic for me. I know it exists because I've seen it. It's different when you've never seen it, and then you've never seen it for yourself. So you always feel like it doesn't exist. And you think people who have great relationships are faking the funk. Today is one of my brothers by another mother's birthday. So I literally just got off the phone with him, and him and his wife have the best relationship ever. And they're away on vacation. And I said, brother, I'm calling you to say happy birthday. I don't want to miss your birthday. Da, da, da. I said, where you at? He said, I'm in Fort Lauderdale. That's why I said Fort Lauderdale a little while ago. Because the idea behind that is people are having healthy relationships, but you don't even know about it because they ain't making no noise. They are busy loving each other. And if you don't believe that it's possible for people to have healthy, happy relationships, you will never have one for yourself. And I really mean that. And I really, truly mean that. And I am not trying to be funny. You have to believe in the possibility of having something great. And then if you're around a lot of negative people and they'll keep telling you, oh, yeah, go to the barbershop. Oh my God. The barbershop is the absolute worst. They talk about women in the barbershop. Only reason why I know this because when my son used to get his hair cut, now my son's hair is like down his back, but he's grown. But but my point is, in the barbershop, it's not anything good in most barbershops. And I'm not saying all, because some barbershops, they're very evolved. He's been speaking facts and giving knowledge and trying to educate the younger man, right? But most of the time, when the younger barbershops, they getting fed the toxicity, and they stop believing in the fact that you can actually have a good relationship, and the toxic masculinity is out here in these streets, and they don't believe that any woman is good because some girl they was messing with somebody else, was messing with some, and then that thing spreads like a virus. But as you get older and you gain clarity about what you want and what you need, the entire game changes, because now you're meeting other people who are on your level, who want some of the same things. Hey, Rachel, I see you come flying in here, sis. She is a high engager. That's why she's flying in. She gets noticed right away. Thank you, Rachel, for coming into my room and being here with us tonight. But hear me when I tell you, most of the time, it's the people that are making the noise that are causing all the confusion. But if you sit and you talk to most people, they're having amazing relationships. It's like you need to get around some people who are having good relationships and get away from them negative Nellies who are out here drowning and not having anything good happening in their lives, right? So I stopped at the point where I was saying healthy love can look a little boring. It doesn't have to look like y'all are jumping out of planes. It doesn't have to look like you're going bungee jumping or what is that other thing when I forget what the name of it is. Anyway, um, yeah, I forgot what it is. You're on the thing, you got the helmet on, and you on this line, and you zip lining. That's what it is, right? It don't have to look like that. Yes, sister. And they post and they don't post everything. Exactly. They do not. We got 95 people in this room. Y'all better be tapping this screen. Look at here, look at here. Y'all got me tapping my own screen. Y'all got me tapping. Y'all play too much. Y'all got me tapping my own screen. It's all these people in this room. Y'all play too much. Y'all play way too much. Right? So I need y'all to really hear me, right? Like they not posted. I don't even post everything I do on my other social media pages. I don't. But can I tell y'all something? Let me tell y'all something. Like 2 nights ago, I was doing, was it last night? Or 2 nights? It was 2 nights ago. Yeah, 2 nights ago. I got invited to join the TikTok Shop affiliate program. When I tell y'all, I am so excited. And I have some things that I have to do, but I am so excited when I tell y'all, I was like, Lord have mercy. I only got 1,500 and something followers. And I already got invited into the program. And can I just tell y'all this? All I did was stay live for about 3 weeks consistently. I've been showing up here almost every night. And that was in the middle of a funeral. I had to go to a funeral. I had to be there with my girl, my little sister's family. And I did all of that. And I was still coming on here every night and trying to be here as close to 7 o'clock as I could be. And I promise, like, I'm so blessed. And y'all are blessing me, and everybody's gifting and showing up and showing out right here in this live. And I'm telling y'all, yes, I didn't even know I wanted to get into it. I didn't know that I could. I knew what you had to do. And I got TikTok Shop. And I am so excited. And I'm going to pick my products and I'm going to start, doing the shoppable videos. So I will hope that y'all will support me, because what I was thinking about earlier today is biblical. It says a workman is worthy of his hire. And I pour in, and I will continue to pour in because God has mandated me to be a pourer. And so I will always do that. But like, if I'm blessing you, and I'm not into begging nobody for nothing. I ain't doing that. Then be a blessing to me. And you could just support me by supporting my TikTok shop or just support me in my lives as I go live. And that's it. That's it. But I'm going to continue to do what I've been told and instructed to do by God. But my point is, let me get back to what I was saying. Healthy love might seem a little bit boring. First of all, can I tell y'all this? I'm a boring person. I really feel like I'm boring. I really am. You know what I like to do? I promise everything I love. I like to read books and I like to watch the news. I watch world news, not local news, global news. And I'll be like, I'm kind of corny. I'm a nerd, but I like being a nerd. I don't care. I research stuff. I like doing that. That's who I am, right? And so I talk. I like to talk, and I like friends, and I'm friendly. But the reality is I kind of like who I am, and so whoever I would be involved with, I like got two different personalities. Not a Dr. Jekyll and a Mr. Hyde, but I got an inside Kim, and then I have an outside Kim, right? And my outside Kim got this big old vibrant personality, right? Thank you for joining my team, baby. Thank you for joining my team. But the inside Kim is really quiet and really laid back and peaceful. Right. So if anybody would be in a relationship and you know who you are, they would have to know that that's who you are. Right. And that sometimes could be boring because I'm not running around here yelling. I don't have no drama in my house. My house is quiet. It's quiet. It's clean. It's all, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have nothing really going on in my life except for learning and growing and building my business and in my ministry. I do a prayer call every morning at 7:30 in the morning. Monday through Saturday. Been doing that for almost 10 years. I got a lot of friends. I got a lot of family. I'm blessed. Everything in my life seems to be right now. And, stuff is always happening. So we ain't going, I'm not challenging it. But the reason why I say what I say and how I say it is because at first glance, you would think I'm boring. And I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Let me say that. I am not. And I'm okay with that. Right? Because I enjoy doing what I do. Right. And so some people would say, oh, God, like, you don't really want to do it. I'm like, no, we can go get a cup of coffee, cup of tea, go for a walk in the park. Oh, I go to the gym. That's the other thing I do. I love going to the gym. It makes me feel good mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And I go and I listen to my gospel music and I be dancing throughout the entire gym. I'm a whole mess. Right. But that's what I do. That's pretty much my life. And I hang out with my friends, when I want to. But you see what I'm saying? So boring is not like the worst thing in the world. Having somebody who is kind of laid back is peaceful. Because that's really what I bring. What you are, wonderful. Thank you, Iris. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But you know what I'm saying? Like somebody might want a hoochie mama. I'm not her. I'm not gonna give you what you want. So you go ahead and get it. Like, and I'm not trying to be funny. I'm laughing about that. But some people might want that. That's not who I am. You know what I mean? And I consider myself to be intellectual, right? I may not act like that on here because it's my fun side. But sometimes I know that could be boring when all I want to do is talk about, quantum physics. You understand? The science behind who we are, the DNA. And I just want to talk about stuff like that. That's not for everybody. Everybody don't want to talk about that. This guy told me what's long is loud, short is quiet. Really? He said that. Wow. Having your peace can become addictive. It can also force you out of a lot of relationships because when you get used to it and you live your life a certain way, you don't even want no drama. So that could be hard. But once you allow yourself to sit with yourself and be at peace with yourself, you'll learn to love it because it really is addictive. And it scares me sometimes because I think I like it too much. I really do. Right? Tonight, I want you to ask yourself this. Am I drawn to a person, and you can write this down, because they're good for me, or because they remind me of something I never healed? I want you to think about that. Do we ask question, how does this work? You can ask me questions. I was just going through, you know why? Because I'm on three different platforms tonight. So I kind of wanted to get through what I had for you guys tonight. And in about 5 minutes, I'm going to log off the other two platforms, and I'm going to solely focus on y'all over here. And I will answer whatever questions you want me to answer within reason. And then last night I did my first subscriber only live, and I got a lot of people following me from that. And yeah, I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have. Oh, can I repeat it? Okay, sure. I can repeat it. Am I drawn to this person because they are good for me, or because they remind me of something I never healed? That's the question. Because we are sometimes attracted to the pain in another person. We don't even realize that. And that's the truth. Sometimes we're attracted to them because of the pain. Can I tell y'all something crazy that happened to me one time? I was in a grocery store. Now, my mom passed in 2019. So sometimes I just have these meltdowns, and I'm not going to try to act like I don't. I do. I loved my mother. Me and my mother were very close. I had a good mom. I realized everybody didn't have the same relationship with their mother that I had. But there are days when I have total and complete meltdowns, and I am a blubbering, crazy woman. And I have to be like, what are you crying for? And I still keep crying. I can't stop myself, and I cannot help myself. It's just that I just have my moment. So anyway, this is going back about 2 years ago. I was in the grocery store up the street from my house, and all day I have been crying. I had bags under my eyes. I ain't have on no makeup. I ain't had nothing. I wasn't looking to talk to nobody. I was on the phone with my best friend. And I'm walking down the aisles, just getting a few little things I needed. Eyes were still puffy. I knew they was red. I knew I looked like I had been crying because I couldn't seem to get it together that day. So I'm on the phone talking to my best friend in the store, and this guy's like, hey, how you doing? I was like, I'm fine. And I just kept walking and talking to my best friend. Then another guy walked past me like in the aisle. And I kid you not, he looked like he wanted to eat me up for lunch. And he was like, hey. I was like, what? Like in my head. I was like, wow, these guys. And I said to my best friend, I was like, yo, these guys is going crazy. And I know I don't look like I'm up for any conversation. I'm not even exuding that energy right now. Like, I'm sad. And the reason why I wanted to tell y'all this is to tell you this. As I was paying for my groceries, one of the guys was behind me on the line. The other guy was at another register, and he was walking in front of me. And he said, take care of yourself. And I said, okay, thank you. And the guy behind me was like, oh, you cooking dinner tonight? What you cooking? And he was trying to highlight. Clearly, I don't know if they both knew I was on the phone, but the guy behind me definitely knew I was on the phone. And I was walking to the car. And I was saying to my girlfriend, I said, I don't even understand this because I'm not exuding anything. My heart is broken. I am sad. I do not feel good. Why are they even talking to me? And it hit me like a ton of bricks. Because they feel the energy of your sadness. And they're attracted to that in women. I want y'all to really hear what I'm saying. Really hear what I'm saying. They were attracted to the sadness that was in me. Think about that. When you're not in a good frame of mind, when you don't feel good about what's going on and what you're experiencing in that moment in your life, And all of a sudden, you begin to attract people and people. Hey, 777, here's handsome. I see you. His hand, yeah, his hand, son. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Right? And somebody is attracted to your pain in the same ways they're attracted to your light. Yeah, Max went home. Girl, Max is home. You hear my nephew. Anthony, can you come and close my office door, please? I saw your comment, Sandika, but I don't know why I don't know what you were talking about. You were talking about us doing something together, and then when I responded, you was like, what am I talking about? I don't know. Right? Yeah, he roams around seeking whom he may devour. Absolutely. And so the reality of the situation is that people are sometimes attracted to the pain and they don't even realize that. So I'm telling you to be aware, to be cognizant of what you're even feeling. But because I'm so because I pay attention, like I feel it, I understand it, I know, and I know where I'm at in my heart and in my head. I'm very in tune with myself. And I'm also in tune and can feel the energy of other people. And I'm not talking about no spirituality. God has given me a great spirit of discernment, right? And I can see people way before they know I can see them. But I didn't think anything of it until I got out to my car and I was putting the groceries in my car. Because I was like, what is that about? So my best friend, she's like, I don't know. And I was like, no. And then, I'm processing, like while I'm loading the groceries in the car. It's my pain. Same way they people, the moth is attracted to the light. People are attracted to your pain. And so when you first meet somebody, you may not be conveying or showing any of that pain. You may not be sharing that you're hurting. You may not do anything. You might literally be trying to cover it up and you think that you're covering it up. But what they see in you is familiar. They know the hurt. It doesn't disturb their spirit because sometimes they're unaware of what's going on in their hearts and in their heads. And thank you for the roses, my love. Y'all just blessing me and I'm just steady talking. I'm just steady talking. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Queendom. Thank you, baby. Thank you. I see you. I see you, sis. I see you. Yes, because they're hurt too. And the attraction that you have to one another, the attraction is the pain. That's why healing is necessary. Because you may not initially know that, but your spirit knows the energy, it connects, right? And I'm not even trying to be deep or heavy because like I can talk about some stuff. I just got finished talking about the DNA remembering. I just got finished talking about that. That's trauma passed down from generation to generation to generation to generation. That's 4, 5, 7 generations of pain, right? That's in us, right? And we're working through that and trying to process it because we don't deal with things in the same ways in which our ancestors did. And we are now we have the tools to be able to work through our healing. And we're beginning to do the body of work that we need to do. Like we say affirmations. You ever heard your mother say an affirmation? You ever heard your grandmother say an affirmation? You ever heard your grandmother say, I'm no longer addicted to chaos from my past? No, you ain't never heard her say that. And she ain't know to say that. She didn't know to say that. We were brought here, some of us from other countries, from other places. This was our first experience with real trauma because we are tribal people. We are a community of people. We didn't know nothing about all of this. Yes, I am a descendant of the covenant. I don't know what that means, baby. Is it necessarily bad, though? Shouldn't wounds be healed by one another in relationships? Okay, Let's talk about that. Listen, I love y'all on the book. I am over here on in these TikTok streets, right? So I'm gonna log off the book because now I'm about to get into the Q&A with my TikToks, with my TikTok people. I'm about to get into the Q&A. I got to get somebody to moderate my YT. I got to work all of these things out because I can't be in three different places and look at all of the comments and do all of that. It's too much, and I can't answer the comments that y'all been giving me on FB. So what I'm gonna do is if y'all want to come over, spin on over to the TikTok streets, y'all can come and be a part of that. I'm gonna log off now off of my YT and my FB, and I love y'all like I love cook food. Thank you for watching. Y'all so dope. Y'all know. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. So y'all give me a second. Y'all be blessed now. Yeah.